Well, I always wanted to work in the country office. I've had a UN career spanning almost 3 decades, and this has been largely concentrated in headquarters duty stations. I've worked in UNDP New York and UNOPS Geneva. So I've always been envious of working in the field where I feel that you can actually see the results of your work. At headquarters, we feel far removed from UNDP's efforts on the ground, and we've always been slightly envious of colleagues who can actually see programs and projects come to life. So that would be my motivation, to be able to work in the country office, be able to to contribute, and to be able to see the results of UNDP's work on the ground.
Mm-hmm. Okay, and being an experienced procurement specialist, what are you bringing to the job in terms of support and guidance to help DGD meet its project goals and objectives?
Well, procurement is an evolving discipline. The procurement policy direction has always been to be responsive to country offices. People think it's bureaucratic, and there are lots of rules and regulations that are not responsive to the program and delivery goals. So it is ever evolving, things are always changing, so it is important that colleagues are kept current, and that procurement specialists or procurement colleagues are seen as strategic partners, that we are here not to hinder, but to help and facilitate, so that if we are involved, I hope we can bridge the big divide between programs and operations, and that we're able to work collaboratively, and that we are involved early in the planning process, so that we'll be able to give colleagues the support and that we need, and maybe also help with training and capacity building of the local staff.
And finally, how are you settling in Nigeria? I mean, I know you've been in New York for all these years. So how are you settling in Nigeria?
Well, I'm originally a native of Sierra Leone, so there is no culture shock. I am in a country where I feel very comfortable, and there's no culture shock to be encountered except for prices. The prices are quite high in Abuja. But beyond that, it's the usual slow process. You have to take time to find accommodation and settle your family in, wait for your shipment to come in, and then, But I hit the ground running. I arrived one day and started work the next day. So.
Oh, wow, that's interesting. Okay, so wish you all the best, and thank you for this interview.
Thank you very much.